Hello and welcome. I'm very excited to bring you guys the flying saucer. Here's the regular way and the reverse way. Here's a slow-mo. Okay, so to begin, before you even think about doing anything, make sure you're starting with the bite handle, right? So I've got that marked with tape here. If you start this move with the safe handle, there's a good chance you're going to cut your fingertips off because this move goes pretty fast and powerfully, and you'll see what happens. Okay, so you're starting with the bite handle. A move that's really going to help you with this is the Thumbless Quickdraw, which looks like that, and that'll be in the description below. So check that out because that's really a very similar motion, and that's definitely something, if you don't know that, this is going to be much harder. Okay, so check that out. Okay, so to begin, like I said, all you're going to do is you're going to take the knife with the bite handle pointing outwards, and I'm going to place it on top of my knuckles here in such a way that I can curl my four fingers around the bite handle and get this kind of a grip here, right? So all I've got is my four fingers on the bite handle, my thumb is out of the way, and I can move the safe handle freely, like so. Okay, so now that you have this grip, pretty straightforward. All you're gonna do is you're gonna take your palm, which was upwards, and now you're just gonna turn your palm downwards. Palm is facing downwards. Of course, you saw this move, right? It's pretty straightforward mechanically. All it does is just goes around your hand like this. But I have a couple tips for you to make this easier. I would recommend for sure that you do learn this forward variation before the reverse variation because the reverse variation is much harder, but once you know the forward variation, it's really going to help you with the reverse variation. Okay, anyway, so to get back into it. So you've got this grip, you've turned your hand upside down, you're going to push the knife forward in such a way that you do this push and the safe handle is going to fly out and it's going to hit your knuckles. All right, so I got this grip, push out, the safe handle hits my knuckles, like so. What you're going to do from here, of course, is a throw. You could have guessed this by now. So you push it out, it hits your knuckles, but the point of this throw, one thing that's really going to help you, is if you push it out and it hits your knuckles, and when you do this throw, you can just throw it, just practice it, you want to try and get it to throw in such a way that it falls straight down, all right? So you're not throwing it way out there. You're not going to be throwing it back. I mean, throwing it back is better than throwing it forward. The point is you want it to basically fall straight down. And the way you're going to do that is all you got to do is when you flip out the safe handle, and right before it's about to hit your fingers, you're just going to do a little bit of an inwards kind of push. And that's a little bit of an exaggeration. It's just a really minor push. And that's going to keep the knife to fall straight down. Right? So it used to be here, and it falls straight down right to there. Okay, so now that you're able to do this grip, fling out the safe handle, you're able to release and have it fall straight down. The next step that is going to be the next easy progression is all you're going to do is you're going to take this throw, and what you're going to do is you're going to try and catch the safe handle by any means necessary. So an easy one, right, is if you fling out the safe handle, it falls straight down, and you can just try and grab onto it with your hand like so. And so I'll show you what that looks like. Something like this, right, where I'm just grabbing onto it in whatever sloppy way I can, and that's going to kind of get you the feel of when to catch it and how that works. So you're able to do now this throw, it falls straight down, and you're able to grab and catch the safe handle. Something like this. Okay, so now that you have that figured out, the next step, of course, is to move on to the knuckle catch, which I think looks the coolest. It looks kind of like a four-fingered rollover or something like that. And this is, I think, quite a bit more difficult than just doing the random catch. And one of the things about it is you got to really do it quite quickly to have enough force to have it kind of be, because when you do this move right, you kind of want your hand to stay in sort of the same spot. So you really got to kind of forcefully throw it out in the same position. And the thing is, if you're trying to keep the knife falling straight down, what you're going to do is when you do this push, you're kind of going to get your hand out of the way, which is exactly what you want to catch this right. And so you see how the move works, right? And I think the main thing, right, of course, with this is just practice. There's a couple tips I can give for the catch. One thing about the catch that I find really helps is thinking, it sounds stupid, but thinking about where the safe handle is. If I visualize in my mind, after I throw this out, where's the safe handle going to be? And I try and catch that spot. I can even do it with my, let's see if I can do it with my eyes closed. Yeah, so I just do that with my eyes closed. You're kind of visualizing or feeling where the safe handle is going to be after you throw it out. And that's the spot you grip. And it sounds stupid because obviously you're trying to figure out where the safe handle is. But if you just consciously try and figure that out, I think that might help you. Okay, so now what you want to do is you basically want to master this forward variation, because the reverse variation is very similar. It's just quite a bit harder. And so we're going to go into the reverse variation now, which looks like that. And so once again, with the reverse variation, it's really important that you start with the bite handle. And as you saw, you probably would have seen if you were practicing this move, when you mess up on this move, usually you have your fingers in between the handles and the knife is flying real fast right at your fingertips. And so if you start with the safe handle, the blade is going to be coming and chopping off your fingers. You probably already figured that out by now. Okay, so start with the bite handle in the exact same grip, except now the knife is facing the opposite direction. This one of the reasons why it's so much harder is the throw is much more unique, I'd say is a good word for it. And so for this throw, you basically want to be able to do the same thing. And I'll give you some tips for the throw for this one. So basically what you want to do is you have this grip here, right? And the knife facing the opposite direction, hang on to the bite handle. You're going to do a little bit of a pull, right? You see me do a sharp pull and then a push. And that pull is going to pull the handle here, and that push is going to send the handle flying out. So you do this pull and this push, like so. Now, one thing I like to think about when I'm doing this throw is to really think about leading with my pinky. Okay, so I do this pull and I really push with my pinky, and that kind of gets me the right rotation. And you want to be able to do this throw again in such a way that the knife falls straight down. This is quite a bit harder, and I think that's why this move is harder. When I do this, you can see it's even hard for me. But if you can get, the more straight down you can get, the easier of a time you're going to have, I would say. Yeah, something like that, right? So that wasn't perfect, but try and get it to fall straight down. Now, so the next tip is once you're able to get it to fall straight down, of course, you're going to want to go in for the catch. And we've already gone over this before. An easy start is just to try and catch the safe handle by whatever means necessary, right? So just in your hand. And then you can move on to trying to catch it with your knuckles, like so. And again, one thing that really helps me is just to visualize where is the safe handle going to be and try and catch that specific location. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Of course, now I can't get it, but you get the idea. And of course, this is going to take quite a bit of practice too. So hope you guys like this one. Just some interesting tips. Obviously, this is a pretty simple move, but it's pretty tricky and it's also pretty fun. So hope you guys like this one. Thanks for watching. Peace.